you bastard! Hydrant!
Okay, there we go. Hope everybody's having a wonderful night tonight. I have already had my colors inverted. Okay, then. It's been we've been up and at 'em for less than 20 seconds. Gep, why aren't you in air jail? Because my settings reset whenever I close OBS, because I have a default that it defaults to when I do that. So, unfortunately, I'm not in air jail right now. Also, I don't think redeems extend past their expiration date of the end of the stream, typically. Also, I think I was in air jail for most of that last stream anyway, wasn't I? I was. I'll be in air jail of my own volition for, like, 10 minutes. Ah! Ow. Cruelty. Ow. Alright, let's see here. Let's see what everybody's saying. Don't know what the equivalent may be in fantasy world's unhealthy habit of using dip for your fantasy character. Okay. What is this? Ah, okay. The Kraken Knock Volley Gun. 7-barrel behemoth. Ooh. That sounds like it'd be interesting. Hello, Magical. And I learned that clubs also have physical defense. This is about the Dragia game, right? So when you play the game, go to roster and check all the stats for all the skills. Trust me. Ah, okay. Alright. Already harassing Saribot. Cruelty to the Brobot. Alright. You were not in air jail. It was like the last 15 minutes of stream. Ah, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Maybe it's because I'm so used to constantly being in air jail that I thought I was when I wasn't. Bad Gobbo. Cruelty. I am not a bad Gobbo. In fact, by the standards of the typical goblin, I'm a very good Gobbo. Oh, alright. Let's see here. What else do we have? We have a whole bunch of other vids that were sent in as well. Going through those too, I think. By a lot. It looks like there's quite a few of them. So, yes, definitely want to check those out. But first, it looks like you've given me a one from Kentucky Ballistics. The Kraken Knock Volley Gun. The 7-barrel behemoth. Is this some form of shotgun? That's a thick barrel. On the, beyond just this barrel, of course. But, like, the actual... Yeah, the stock looks absurdly huge. Hello, Shadow. Yes. Alright, then.
Oh, yeah. What are you doing, mister, and what is that? Well, it's the Kraken. It's my new knock volley gun. It's got 7 barrels, and they're all going to go off.
Sorry I wasn't there for Warframe. I was finishing my final for college. Well, yeah, definitely do that. I wasn't, like, I went on Warframe for, like, 20 seconds last night to get some frame stuff, but other than that, I really didn't play very much. Mainly because I had to go to bed immediately anyway, so... Yeah, the part you didn't see was that I've started a new save file at max difficulty, but only one character. Named after and designed to look like my ginger ass. Here comes the fade. Oh, no. Well, you're power leveling that character.
At the
Jesus.
same time, have you lost your mind? You are not going to shoot that. Well, yeah, I am. It's my 5-year death anniversary. I got to shoot the big gun. You are not shooting that gun until I shoot it first and make sure it's safe. Okay.
They say to themselves.
All right. Checking for safety in 3, 2, 1.
Ah.
I thought you said all 7.
Jesus Christ. Well, I think that side character he made up is gone now. Ooh, you're thinking of going to college and getting a chemistry major? Hell yeah. You got one for us as well, Paladin? Alright, I'll grab that in a little bit then.
What's up, everybody? My name is Scott, and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics. And you probably don't know this, but we are at my 5-year anniversary.
One of his many lives spent.
And
yep.
we are going to celebrate in a
names.
really big way. For those
I've not seen nearly enough of these to know the names of the individual characters he makes up for this. He's down by 2 now. Oh no.
Those of you who are new to the channel or do not know in general, April 9th, 2021,
I'm more interested in the guns he ends up shooting, honestly.
Short, the
yeah, you have
I was
specifically that character.
Faulty and extremely overpressured. We're talking 3 times the normal pressures of a 50 BMG. The result was the gun exploded in my face. I had a broken nose, broken orbital bone, went blind in my right eye.
I remember this shit.
Multiple other broken bones in my face. I had multiple lacerations to my face, and that's why I have all these nifty little scars. I had a broken finger that was completely snapped in half, and my more severe injuries were a lacerated jugular and a punctured right lung that eventually collapsed.
Yeah, the video where he talked about that whole shit from after the accident happened was fucked. Oh my god. Make sure it's safe. A gun is only safe in one direction, only if you handle it properly. True, yeah. I've watched all of his vids and don't know that. That's Scooter. He says their names so many times. My fave was the Gun Genie. Ah, that's fun. That's fun.
Said the only reason I even made it to the hospital was from shoving my thumb into my own throat. And for those of you who are new to the channel, that is why I wear the shirts that say just put a thumb in it. And now we are at my 5-year anniversary, and I praise God that I have been able to be here for another 5 years on this earth, another 5 years of being able to see my family, another 5 years of just being able to enjoy life and still do what I love, and that is make content here on YouTube. When
this happened
initially 5 years ago,
all that shit that went down back then was just fucked. And I'm happy that he's able to keep on doing his thing and keep on doing all this and getting it done and everything. I'm so glad he learned his lesson about using horrifically managed ammo. But, like, holy shit. You know?
I did not know if I would ever be able to do these things again. I was sold completely open to
most people would try and avoid guns after that. Yeah. He decided that instead of avoiding guns, he would just keep doing his gun content, but Mythbusters it up by adding a very long string and hiding behind his truck. He didn't know the ammo was messed up. Yeah, I know, but like, still, what the fuck? That's
my
insane.
Patch had to have titanium plates put in my face. All kinds of stuff.
He knew he bought suspicious ammo. Yeah, that's true.
It's probably good.
I wonder how they reinflate collapsed
lungs. Right now, as I stand, I can tell you I'm still in excellent.
I wonder how they reinflate collapsed lungs. I know it's more like more than a bike pump stuck in their mouth, but it's all I can picture. I think they have to sew up the lungs with a surgery. Where they open up the rib cage and then they're able to properly fill them. But before that point, they have to keep them oxygenated. And to do that, they oftentimes have to add oxygen to the blood themselves. But didn't think it would be that bad. Yeah.
Health, and the only lasting effects I have are my 15-inch scar, which honestly, I don't want to go away. I like it at this point. My gums are still a little numb, and my vision is slightly blurry here and there. But other than that, I'm doing great. And now it is time to celebrate. Check out this new 5-year anniversary shirt. We have the logo on the front, and then on the back here, we have 5 years still.
Oh, damn. Just put a thumb in it has really become the logo of the channel. It really has.
Contents under high pressure. You got the slap rounds and just put a thumb in it. But now for the really exciting part. For my 5-year anniversary, I wanted to do something huge. So I decided to do something a little bit crazy. We're going to be doing a giveaway, and I'm giving away the Ballistic Bandit. For those
I'm
of you
sorry.
who have never seen
is
this
giving
car
away
before, the Ballistic Bandit is not just any Trans Am. It's a one-of-a-kind custom build and the only one that exists in the entire world.
Damn.
This thing's sitting on a custom Roadster Shop chassis. It's got custom wheels, a fully redone interior, and leather just
so
about
chainsaw
everywhere
time.
you
Beat
look.
it up. Did you know that the first chainsaws were meant to help with the birthing process? Yes, I did. I still hate that that's a fact that people can say
under the hood. This thing's completely
say
insane.
completely
It's pushing almost
seriously. That's
700
just fucked up.
horsepower from a Texas Speed LS motor. And what's even crazier is it's full-wheel drive. You've got AC, heat, Bluetooth stereo, and even a remote exhaust.
It's cool as fuck, but owning that would be a nightmare. Oh yeah, yeah. Like I guarantee you would not be able to do much with it, honestly.
And you have
That's
Kentucky
completely fair.
Ballistics logos in the dash
Still
and
cool,
the seats.
but like
the only thing original on this Pontiac Trans Am is
you wouldn't
the
be able to
body.
do much
You've
with
got
it unless
classic
you
looks, but then you also have
altered it
modern
significantly
performance
from what it
and modern
was.
comfort.
Probably
And
anyway. I'm not
an
sure
awesome
what
exhaust. Listen to
the
this
legality
thing.
of the car is to begin with.
That sounds pretty good.
Damn.
But if you want it to be a little louder, all you gotta do is push this little button. But now
Wow.
for the most important
Wow.
part. For every $5 you spend on Kentucky Ballistics merch between now
First high heels were for knights to stay in the stirrups while at war, then became a butcher's shoe because of gore on the floor. Yeah, the history of high heels is weird, I'm gonna be honest. There was a not so insignificant time period where noble men exclusively were the ones that wore high heels. I still find that funny.
now and June 15th will get you one entry to win the Ballistic Bandit. I have a ton of new merch coming out during this giveaway, but a good one to start with is the 5-year
Chess is a
anniversary
harem
shirt.
war.
And I'm bringing back
I
all of
mean,
my
maybe?
anniversary shirts just
It
in
definitely
case you
is
wanna
one in
collect them all.
DXD.
You want to pick up some merch and get entered for the Ballistic Bandit? There's a link in the description down below that will take you to KentuckyBallistics.com. Now, let me show you the other big ridiculous thing that I brought today. Over the last 5 years, I have tried to introduce a new big ridiculous gun on my anniversary
Okay.
every year. Well, this year is my
All
5-year
pieces in
anniversary,
chess except
and
the
that's
king
a
are
big
female.
one. So that means
I
I need an even
mean-
bigger ridiculous gun. So this year, let me
Sometimes.
introduce
It
you
depends
to
on the chess
the
set.
Kraken. So the
But
Kraken
you're
is
not
a
exactly
knocked volley
wrong.
gun, a modern knocked volley gun
Knight is
that is
male.
much bigger than the originals. The original
Once again,
knocked volley guns
depends
had
on the
7 barrels, and they
manufacturer.
fired a 50 to 52 caliber lead ball. You had about 40 grains of black powder
Bishop is
in
male.
every barrel, and when you pulled the trigger, all 7 barrels would go off.
Actually
at
unsure
once.
about that one
This
because I
produced
think
around
there's been a
130
couple
pounds
instances
felt
of there being
recoil, and these
female
things were
bishops,
used on
but they're
English
extremely
Navy ships in the
rare.
crow's nest to shoot
Rook is
downwards
male.
at decks. The
True.
knock
History of both
volley
things
gun
is
was
weird as
used
hell if you go
between
back
the
far enough.
1780s
True,
and
yeah.
the 1790s and was known
cons
to
would all be
break
female.
people's
I mean-
clavicles. So people would download the powder
Once again,
or
depends
put
on the
smaller
manufacturer.
projectiles in
Since
there
they can
to
become
try and
queens. That's
reduce the
true,
recoil,
yes,
which I think
that
is
is true.
absolutely
Since they
absurd
become all-
because I
since
love
they can all become
recoil.
queens,
And
that
it's a
makes
good
sense.
thing that I do because the Kraken is much bigger
Jesus,
than
that's
the
a ridiculous
original
gun.
knock volley gun. The Kraken is a knock volley gun made out of modern materials, and it is much larger. This thing weighs
Jesus.
25 pounds. The Kraken has 7 barrels that are 62 caliber instead of 52 caliber, and the balls weigh
Oh, God.
340 grains apiece rather than 130 grains. That's almost triple the weight in each barrel. We're gonna be
That's a lot. That's a lot. Logically, he should be fine because it's a modern gun with modern materials, but I question the sanity of the person that made this gun just overall. Also, a lot of true-to-life knight armors had massive cod pieces so the knights could show up in battle. They remove that part in most museums. Yeah, I've noticed that too. It's always funny to see that kind of crap. I'm going off the base game, not designer input. True, yeah, that's fair.
firing over 2,300 grains of lead in a single trigger pull. For some
Wow.
perspective, that is 43
Saying the person
bullets.
shooting his
And when
gun.
it comes to
True,
recoil,
yes.
the Kraken is
That
going
is
to be
completely
kicking
fair.
me harder than anything I've ever fired before. This thing
I'm
is
fairly certain this thing is rated to take out aircraft at this size. Jesus.
producing 340 pounds of recoil. My goodness! And not only is the Kraken a beast, it's also a beauty. Starting back here at the stock, you will see that this has a 3-ounce pure silver coin in the stock that says Kraken.
That is pretty.
Also want to point out, this is a steel
I question my own sanity for wanting to
so
do
that
it
should feel
myself.
absolutely
No,
wonderful.
Jaeger, don't do it. You get flung back comically like a cartoon character.
The wood is beautiful. And then moving towards the front here, you can see
Also
all 7
fair.
barrels.
I kind of want to shoot myself too, but like, damn.
Silver front sight, which I think is a nice touch. And then on the top of the gun here, you can see it says the Kraken, and then we have the Kentucky Ballistics logo on the other side. So without further ado, it's time to unleash the Kraken. 7 60 caliber barrels, all fired.
I'm planning on it, but I want to get through at least some of the Discord reaction stuff.
And yet they would still break the tiny, fragile clavicles of small English sailors.
Damn.
But the Kraken will be producing 340 pounds of recoil, almost triple what those tiny little sailors would endure. Let's see if my clavicle holds up, shall we? The time has come.
I was joking about it being rated for aircraft, but no, it just might be. Jesus.
We are all loaded
It'll
up.
probably take off my shoulder. Oh no. I'm picturing this guy shooting this gun and looking like the legend in Pirates of the Caribbean 3, who shot himself backwards and into a hole at the beginning of the film. Yes. I was going to say this was originally a ship-to-ship combat weapon. Yes, and this one is apparently 3 times as heavy-duty as the ones they were using back then. So, this should be interesting.
Each barrel on the outside is loaded with 60 grains of black powder, and the center barrel with 80 grains. That's a total of 1 ounce of 2F black powder, and you have a 340 grain 61 caliber ball in every single barrel.
Jesus.
And we're about to let all 7 rip with 1 trigger pull.
Oh,
I am
no.
really excited, but also kind of nervous. I have not shot this yet. This is going to be my first time. Here we go.
Oh, this is going to hurt.
Here we go. We're going to ride the lightning.
He's using his leg.
Oh.
No, wait, no. Okay, he's put on his shoulder. Oh. Damn. Oh. He damn near got knocked over from that shit. Holy fuck. And he was prepped and everything. Yeah, I would just be knocked flat on my ass from that. Jesus.
Oh my gosh! That was awesome! I'm gonna say the Kraken is nothing to shake a stick at! Okay, I'm gonna say that if I shot that out of a crow's nest on a naval ship and I was a small English sailor, I could see it breaking my collarbone. At least
definitely, yeah.
That was a tremendous amount of recoil, more so than I've ever felt in my entire life, and I have to say, I absolutely loved it. Maybe my new favorite gun. Now, let's look at this cardboard.
Damn. Impressive grouping for a gun that probably has more recoil than some naval cannons from back then. He's gonna feel that for the next 2 days. True. Write an eyeline story, and I have gun in there called a pop gun because it will pop your shoulder out of the socket and your eardrums, and that's if you use it correctly. It weighs more than most people and is designed stunt Godzilla scale mega beasts and
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Well, that would do it. That would do it. Damn. All right. Thank you very much.
We have 6 holes.
There we go.
Now that one does look a little weird, but we didn't put the slow-mo camera on this. We only put them on me. Now, I did check all the barrels, and all 7 barrels are empty. So I'm guessing
So where's the last bullet?
A stray just go over the top, maybe. But all 7 barrels did go off. So now that we have the first shot out of the way, let's blast a few things with the Kraken.
Well, this is going to be interesting.
Perfect.
So he's just trying to bottle flip that. That's just funny. Well, this is going to be a lot of explosions.
2 hours later.
We now have a wall of sodas, and I have the Kraken loaded back up with 7 more 61 caliber balls, and my shoulder is aching and ready to go again. This should be a really cool shot. Okay.
I wonder how many times he can shoot it before it starts breaking his
I
collarbone.
am so sorry, Mr. Shoulder.
Oh, thanks for the posture check, Synthetic.
3,
Also,
This
hello,
thing is
synthetic.
kicking the absolute snot out of me.
It really did. Yo. That just looks like it hurts. No, ads. Doom be upon you. My unfortunate.
You would expect the knock volley gun to have a much bigger spread, but that's actually not what it was designed for.
Wow.
The whole point of the knock volley gun was to keep all of those rounds in a much tighter group, be more accurate, and be delivering more power. And that's precisely what it just did.
The only holy
it
child of a
all
howitzer.
7 rounds.
Just
in a
not 90
pretty
seconds.
tight
I got
spread.
100 seconds. Yeah, Twitch is inconsistent about that shit. It's the unholy child of a howitzer and an anti-materia rifle that's way too into heavy metal and has literal space magic used into it. So you don't kill yourself firing it. The spikes are so you can jab it into things to brace the monster gun. So you literally have to brace it by spiking it into concrete or the ground just to be able to fire the damn thing. Jesus.
The only problem with the Kraken working in such an efficient way is now I have all these sodas and I don't know what to do with them. I could drink them.
Jesus. Well, probably not the best idea.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. It is very rare that my shoulder ever actually hurts when I'm shooting a gun. But the Kraken,
he hates sugar.
It is cracking my shoulder.
Definitely.
I am actually already a little bit sore, which is crazy. Up next, we're gonna move up a little bit closer. We've taken 2 shots from distance. Now I want to scoot up to more of a point-blank range.
Welcome back, Jaeger.
And we're gonna hit this brown sugar glazed ham.
Glazed ham?
Nice,
that's a waste of ham.
Oh, yeah, look at
Give me that ham. I'll eat that ham.
This is going to be nasty, I can go ahead and tell you. Yeah.
It's a waste of a perfectly good ham.
What? Looks like it's already sliced. Oh, that smells pretty good, actually. It's peeing. It must be scared. We are loaded back up, and I am about to ride the lightning yet again.
Ham.
Here we go.
It's about to be obliterated.
Woo! Ah!
Oh, God.
Oh, it is raining ham. Holy cow. That was insane. Oh, my cheek really hurts.
I wonder what a hyperlawn looks like.
Me in the face.
I'm not actually sure what that means, but it's probably horrific. Damn. Would that be considered a war crime? That feels war crimey. Nowadays. To use something of that destructive potential on somebody. That feels war crimey, right? Anybody else think that feels war crimey? War crimes were a thing back then? Yes, but this is a modern version that has 3 times the power of the original version, which is a terrifying thought, just generally. The Ultima games had a monster that was basically the lawn getting up and killing you. Maybe something like that. Damn. If it was, then a shotgun is a war crime, Gep. I mean, yes, but, like, I don't even think a shotgun does that much damage. Jesus. First, war crimes only matter if you can be held accountable. That is true. That is true. You just deleted that meat. Yep. Damn. I wonder if it cooked any of it. Wait. Holy shit. It was close enough. It was close enough that the fireball from the gun actually hit the meat as well. Damn. Well, it depends on the type of shotgun and what they used in it. Yeah, so like Dragon's Breath rounds, I'm fairly certain would be considered a war crime. Not because it's fire, but because of the chemical nature of the rounds. But like a normal shotgun shell probably wouldn't be used properly. War crime is just the Canadian checklist. I'm Canadian, let's do this. Nah, and yes. It's complicated. Oh, okay. I know that there's specific kinds of ammo that are banned completely because of the issues with the wounds they create being too cataclysmic, you know? If it kills, then no. Dragon's Breath is just white phosphorus. If it maims and doesn't kill, then yes. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. And that is a war crime. Yeah, that is true. So Dragon's Breath would just be a war crime because of its nature. Just generally, that makes sense.
Number 4, and I'm going to tell you, I don't even know what day it is right now or the month. My brain is scrambled eggs.
That sounds about right.
We have some bulletproof glass next.
Yes. Bulletproof glass, he says, while it is cratered behind him. Yes, that is definitely bulletproof.
See what it would look like to be
Not
shot
exactly.
At with the Kraken,
okay.
because we have a slow-mo camera set up behind it. This should be a pretty cool shot. Here we go.
That's going to be interesting.
I would not want to be that slow-mo camera.
Ooh, damn.
Holy.
Well,
I think I'm going to go sit down now.
I think bulletproof is a strong word. Damn. Damn. That's a good grouping, though. That is a good grouping. Of course, that makes sense. It's 7 different barrels.
This bulletproof glass is extremely tough. It has stopped many things, even a 277 Fury, screaming at over 3,000 feet per second. But apparently, a knock volley gun will make it through this bulletproof glass. I'm very thankful that I did not have the slow-mo camera any closer. You can see in the slow-mo shot, all 7 rounds smacking this thing, and 2 bullets made it out the back. Take a look at this. Just blew through it. Ooh. So I'm guessing.
Powdered. Damn. Let's see here. Their use against human targets likely violates international law. Under Protocol 3 of the Convention on Conventional Weapons, incendiary weapons are restricted from use against civilians and often against combatants in populated areas due to causing unnecessary suffering. International law isn't real law, so it doesn't matter. Oof, damn. I mean, you're not wrong. It's who can be held accountable. And typically, the ones that get prosecuted under international law are the ones that are being willingly handed over by their own countries. They're not necessarily going... Like, if a country's not willing to let the person be brought in, nothing really happens. Mind you, it doesn't prevent those people from being taken if they visit other countries. Which is why a lot of war criminals that are still around nowadays do not leave their home countries, or they seek asylum in countries with no extradition laws that will often refuse to let other countries take them. I mean, hell, we Canadians have weaponized generosity and Pavlovian conditioning. I remember that one, yeah. The canned food, yeah, during World War II, soldiers tossed canned food to the soldiers for a few days, German soldiers for a few days, so that when the grenades came, the Germans came. Yep.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Think of the hydrate. That's the 277 Honey Badger. Think of the hydrate. The U.S. and most major nations won't/haven't signed a lot of those treaties either. Yep. This is why so many people flee to Russia. Oh, yeah. Russia has a very large and known history of refusing extradition to other countries because they feel like it, for the most part. It's what happened with Snowden, I believe, and a bunch of other people, too. Though I'm half convinced that Snowden could come back to the U.S. at this point and nobody would notice nor care. At first, anyway.
Definitely don't want to breathe that in. I am guessing that 7 rounds, 7 61 caliber balls, all in the same spot, is producing a lot of energy. Not gonna lie, did not expect those results. I have shot this gun 4 times now, and I'm gonna go ahead and say that I think 5 shots is about all I want. I'm gonna take one more shot with this thing, but this time we're gonna see what kind of results we get when we hit some body armor with the knock volley gun.
He did a traitorous but good thing.
61 caliber balls hitting this thing all at once. And I'm gonna get pretty close just to make sure that all 7 rounds hit this plate. This is a Premier Body Armor level 4 plate. It has already been shot, but it's still plenty tough. We've got it duct taped to our brand new mannequin. And now I'm gonna shoot the Kraken one last time. This should be pretty eventful. I guarantee you he gets knocked down and
oh well, yeah, he's definitely getting knocked down. He might get obliterated actually. Let's see what happens, says poor Dummy. Yeah, that's a hell of a lot more than knocked down.
Oh my goodness! I don't know if it stopped all those or not.
It definitely did not. So, even if it didn't stop him, I'm gonna be honest, even if it did stop him, I'm gonna be honest, I think the person that got hit would bare minimum have broken everything. Yeah, I don't think it stopped him. I don't think it stopped him.
Tell you what, that was a good shot. I'm pretty sure his head is between his legs.
Yep.
Let's see here.
Yep.
It really was between his legs. I thought it was just the hat. Nope. And his upper torso. Oh, is right here. And oh my goodness.
Oh, damn.
Sounds like my packages after the UPS driver punts it onto the front porch.
Damn.
Let's see here. What the heck? Can't even.
Cracked him open.
I really
like he was a lobster shell. Jesus.
It was just a joke. I shouldn't have made it. I'm sorry. Look at this though. His whole chest is gone.
Yeah.
It's gone. Normally, when these things get hit with the body armor, we may see some compression, cracked chest, a small hole, but not that. It's all missing. All of it. Let's take a look.
Where are the bullets?
This is pretty gnarly. Looks like all of them hit right there. All in the same spot.
Thank you.
Hit a little high, and it split this plate.
Ooh.
It did stop them. None of them made it through. But man, it ripped this thing apart.
Hey.
I have to say, I've been really impressed today.
I'm gonna be.
The crack.
It might have stopped it, but the guy's chest is caved in for certain. He might have broken legs, honestly. Head's gone at the same time because of a snapped neck, because it felt like getting hit by a car going 40 miles per hour.
It has surprised me in so many ways.
Yeah,
First
honestly,
of all,
this
recoil.
is
it is kicking me so hard. I love it. It is the ultimate recoil machine.
You would definitely be hurting. Yeah. You need to go to the hospital
glass.
for all sorts
does
of
it get
things.
any better than
Mostly
that?
broken
But what did you
bones, but
think
damn.
about the Kraken? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you like big guns and you cannot lie, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future awesome content. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. What the? It fixed itself. Not for long.
Possibly interrupt your heart's
Also,
natural
if you wanna get
rhythm.
your start in
Oh yeah.
firearms technology,
All
be sure
sorts
and
of
check out
things.
SCI. There's a link in the description
Hell, your
down
heart
below.
might explode from the force
Also,
of it
don't
hitting
forget
you.
about these cool new 5-year anniversary shirts. Pick one up and get entered to win the Ballistic Bandit. There's a link to KentuckyBallistics.com in the description down below.
I really do want to try and win that car. Well, if you manage it, I hope you have fun with it. Alright, that's everything. Damn, though. Damn. Alright, let's see here. Let me go over to Discord. There we go. Okay. And also there was a video from Paladin. Let me see if that can grab that real quick. There it is. The Serbian
Hydrate, you
sniper.
bastard! Hydrate!
Okay. We'll check that one out in a moment. Let's see here. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Let me scroll back down. There we go. If I do win, Gep, I'm coming to visit you. You don't know where I live. I am perfectly fine. Woo! You know general information. You do not know the place. Good luck with that. Alright, let's see here. What do we got? Got something from TikTok. What's wrong? The internet's going crazy trying to find the mistake in this photo. In the general area, thanks to Spotify. Only kinda. Yep, go to the next slide. Alright. I would if it would let me. Fucking there we go. Calmer you are, the easier it is to find the mistake. Oh. The next slide is where the mistake is. It's FNID there. Instead of find, it's FNID. Well, that's just silly. FNID. Find is spelt wrong. It should be YNZ. There's nothing wrong, just a title to get engagement. It's the apostrophe and what? Oh, people are so silly. People are so silly. That is fun, though. That is fun. What's this? The crab rave continues. Yep, looks like a crab. Cruelty. I am no crab. I am a gobbo. Noms on Goblin Crab, the cruelty. Surprised it didn't last longer, that's weird. Thought it was a longer video than that. Oh well. Crablin. Cruelty. Everything evolves to crab, but not Gobbo. Somebody made an A and B for this? That's fun.
Somebody sing your song 'cause you've been sinning in the city. I know too many troubles, all these lovers got you losing control. You like a drug to me, a luxury.
Hands, God.
I want the good life every good night. You're a hot one to hold. 'Cause you don't even know. I can make your hands clap. Said I can make your hands clap. Somebody sing your song 'cause you've been sinning in the city. I know too many troubles, all these lovers got you losing control. You like a drug to me, a luxury, my sugar and gold. I want your sex and your affection when they're holding you close.
We don't even know. Damn! Damn. Oh yeah, that game that I can't remember the name of right now, but it's supposed to be the main character and their android daughter, right? What is this? Look at her go! Pragmata, yeah. She's adorable. Hell yeah. She's having fun. Everybody needs whimsy, damn it. What is this?
No.
The story is fucking sad. Oh god damn it. Why? Why is it gotta be another Death Stranding type situation? Fuck. She literally dances to any music. Aw, that's cute. The wobble, right? What is the wobble?
Like this whole situation,
it's worse than Death Stranding. Oh god.
when I was growing up.
Depression.
I never saw this right here. You wanna know what I saw?
Yep.
Let's go. Then what? Get in there. Get in there. Then what?
Want some spoilers? Not necessarily, but at the same time, I'm not going to be playing the game, probably. So, feel free. But, like, don't do it. Like, do spoilers for it and post it in the Discord, okay? Make sure that people know that it's spoilers for the game,
If you're
okay?
gonna do the dance, do the dance.
I'd rather my spoilers from
Quit
YouTube.
changing it.
Fair enough, fair enough. Oh my goodness. Anime songs that defy the generation. Good range.
No singing brim bam bam brim bam bam brim bam bam boom. Brim bam bam brim bam bam brim bam bam boom. Brim bam bam brim bam bam brim bam bam boom. Who don't
Musume, I believe, was the second one. That sounds about right, honestly. I'm not sure what that one is, honestly. I've heard this one so many times at this point. Hell yeah. Alright. Let's see here. We got a couple. Here we go. This one's Jastava M72B1, the Serbian sniper. Any information. Engage and disengage each time the rifle fires. Beautiful. Remember that scene in The Dark Knight where the Joker lit an entire mountain of cash on fire? That's what this intro felt like to me. The cost of 762 by 39 these days. Damn. We both have Gep. True. Slapper. I legit can't tell if a Japanese woman is going to have a husky voice or a squeaky one until they open up and sing. Yeah! It's always a toss-up, it feels like. Alright, let's see here. Is that an automatic? That is...
Am I the bad guy now?
I mean, it looks like it. That feels expensive. You know what? I think they were right. This feels expensive. It is. Oh god. Very. Oh no. having fun. You know, now I think about it, part of this makes more sense. This is a tax write-off. This is a business expense. Still a runner that over 200 runs, still level 1. He keeps getting one shot. Oh no!
Hello and welcome back to another episode of PS.
Poor little solo runner. Poor little solo runner.
Today we have the M72B1.
Can't even get
RPK
past the
of
first
Yugoslavia.
monster.
I know I got a little bit of different mask.
No.
You're seeing a little bit more into my soul and into my mouth with this mask, but we are covering the M72B1 RPK from Zastava Arms. We'll call it Serbian for right now, but it is a Yugoslav design, a very similar design to the Russian RPK, but there's some cool distinct differences. Of course, you saw in the intro, this is the Texas Triggers FRT for AK platform rifles.
Damn,
so if you've been watching the channel, you probably saw my Polish battle video, which I used the Texas Trigger battle specific FRT, which is a little bit different.
I'm sorry, it's just the fucking crocheted custom Pikachu ski mask. He's wearing the Pikachu shiesty. And you just... God. Oh, I'm crying. Fuck. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Than this one,
Jesus
but this one is a standard
Christ.
pattern AK FRT that works in most AKs. Zastava didn't send this to me. This was actually sent to me by Texas Triggers themselves. So huge shout out to those guys. So before we get into the overview of this gun and kind of how it is to shoot, I got to thank the channel sponsor, and that is Atreus Development Group. Atreus Development Group makes the FRS.
this is about right,
This is a
honestly.
selector that goes in your AR platform rifles and allows it to go into 3 positions of fun. Never in a million years use PSR for 10% off your entire order from Atreus. Just don't do it. And I got to give a big shout out to Atreus.
Ah, yes. You too, with this lug nut, can turn your weapons platform into a crime in California.
Just because they are totally cool and fine and supportive of me doing videos on other companies' FRTs. They just want this category to keep growing. So big shout out to Atreus and thank you to them for sponsoring this channel. Also got to give a big shout out to HSL Ammo. We didn't use their ammo in this video because they don't make 7.62x39. Unfortunately, quality ammo at affordable prices. So definitely check HSL out, and a huge thank you to them for sponsoring the ammo on this channel. All right, so before we talk about this whole setup we got and the RPK with the FRT, which I think is a very good use of an FRT.
Credit
I
where
gotta
credit
thank
is due.
LBE.
Credit where credit is due. I've seen this exact rifle functionally in Fallout. So, like, yeah, it's pretty cool looking.
Unlimited. LBE Unlimited makes the actual trigger shoe and the trigger components that are used in the Texas Triggers FRTs for AKs. So big shout out to them for helping out with this video and getting me the RPK.
Damn.
And if you guys are interested in the Texas Triggers FRT for AKs, you can use PSR, that's PSR, for a discount on that trigger system. I do want to talk a little bit about the history of the M72.
You know what's wild to me? How little recoil this seemingly has overall. Because, like, he's firing it at a
Texas
pretty
Triggers
steady
FRT
rate,
for AKs,
and it's
you can
barely
use
being lifted up
PSR,
at
that's
all.
PSR for
That's just
a discount
impressive.
on that trigger system. I do want to talk a little bit about the history of the M72.
Like, it clearly has,
so if you're not familiar with
it clearly has recoil, but it's not doing much. It's a heavy gun? Yeah,
Yugoslavian AK variants. During the Cold War era, Yugoslavia was maybe the most reluctant to
Helps
be
with
super
control.
tight
Yeah,
with
that sounds
Moscow,
about
and
right.
as a result of that
Still,
sort of
level 4.
separation they had from Moscow, they weren't allowed to get the plans for the AKM, which the Soviets had just developed. So they said, fuck it, we ball, we're gonna make our own. They decided to re-engineer the AKM basically from the ground up, and that became the Zastava M70. This development started in the early 60s. They had some prototypes, and eventually it led them to their military rifle for many, many years, the M70. The M70 has a couple differences to the AKM. Mainly, you can tell by the handguard. Obviously, this is different because this is the RPK version, but the handguard on the M70 has 3 of these holes, whereas the AKM just has 2. The M70 was a little bit different in that it was set up to fire rifle grenades, and so they added a little detent and spring to keep the top cover from blowing off because of the pressure on those rounds. And they also were equipped with night sights, which this one also does have, which is kind of cool. These guns never had chrome line barrels, which is a little bit different than the AKM. Most likely a cost-saving measure why they didn't include those, although some of the new Zastavas do have chrome line barrels. So the early development of the RPK version happened right around the same time as the M70. They said, well, we're going to need to have a companion to the M70 in a light machine gun platform. Now, the Soviets were coming from the SKS and the RPD when they developed the AK. And
speaking of Soviets, just generally, I've been meaning to ask, how far away from the ending of Prey am I at this point? Because it feels like I'm like right there. Like I'm so close to the end of the game I can taste it. I just don't know. Like that's just a question that I wanted to ask before I continued. And I'm continuing now, so.
The RPK. Similarly, the Yugoslavs ditched their SKSs for the M70. I don't know if they had RPDs, but it just made a whole lot more sense to have the same magazines. Now, the interesting thing about these guns, and the M70 in particular, these guns originally were designed to have a bolt hold open and a bolt release. However, the magazines for them were proprietary. You could not use AKM magazines in the early M70 prototypes. These are probably pretty rare at this point, but I think it's really cool and forward-thinking that they decided they were like, why don't we develop a bolt hold open and a bolt release? And eventually those
Is it the ending where you just blow up the space station? Because I almost accidentally got that ending the other day before I realized, wait a minute, this would just kill me and everyone on board.
It got scrapped, however, because they realized having all these proprietary mags and having to make them, it was just a lot easier to go with AKM mags. So they ended up going with no bolt hold open. So it's similar to a regular.
You being just about done the tutorial, but the delay on the YouTube comments is so massive that everyone will tell you otherwise.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Fair
the early
enough,
M72s were actually mill receivers. This is a stamped receiver, however. That's why we give it the M72B or the B1. Those were stamped receivers, and this is no different. It's got a bulged trunnion, which gives it a little bit more durability, a little bit more thickness in the trunnion area. That is the same as the M70 as well. These things are built to last.
So
now, as far as this guy goes, this is the red wood variant, which I think looks pretty cool. Yeah, kind of fits the modern.
Yeah, I can get I have a quest where I can get the key to the escape pods. And that is one of the ones you can do really early, too, yeah. I mean, Gep is almost done with the tutorial.
Warfare 2 Gorka vibe. By the way, this is the Commando store of Modern Warfare 2 Gorka. If you know about Modern Warfare 2, you know these were the Russians, but I know it's a Yugo gun. We're mixing things up a little bit, but this thing just has the heavy drip. We're in the Commando store, cheeky breaky mask. So big shout out to Commando store for hooking this up. It's perfect for this video. So starting from the back, the stock on the Yugo RPKs is different than the Soviet RPKs. This is more of a traditional looking stock. The Soviet ones were a little bit more of a clubfoot kind of look. And speaking of the stock, we got some really nice Davronov leather tape wrap. So this is actual leather that you apply, and it's got a sticky side on one side, and it just makes it super comfortable, and it just looks sick. Shout out to Davronov. They're making really cool leather goods, so definitely check them out. Moving forward to the trigger area, the Texas Triggers FRT is a drop-in FRT system. Is a real FRT. It forces your finger forward. We watched that in the battle video. It's the same, no different from this. The FRT installs relatively easily in these Yugo guns. It can have different fitment based on the receivers because all of these AKs have a little bit different tolerances, but this one should be pretty easy. We just have 2 positions on this FRT, so it's not a 3 position. On an RPK like this, it kind of doesn't really need to have a single shot non-forced reset mode. So of all the AKs that should not necessarily need 3 positions, I'd say the RPK is probably the one. It's an LMG.
Yeah, it seems to be very good overall, honestly. It seems like it's a very reliable, seemingly, so far anyway, gun. I like that this guy teaches you to be ungovernable. True. Yep. I wonder if the early ending is like the Far Cry 4 early ending, where you just wait 10 minutes and become best buds with the main villain. Yeah, I remember that ending. Fucking hilarious, honestly. And, like, there's so many ways that somebody could just be like, well, I beat the game, so, like, I don't know what to do anymore. Do we raid Saruka? Yes, definitely want to raid Saruka.
It doesn't
Haven't
really
raided
need
her
a single
in
shot
a
mode,
little bit.
in my opinion. Moving
So
forward,
I
the
plan to
sights
do
are
that.
pretty neat. These are adjustable for both windage and elevation. Moving forward to the handguard, this is actually kind of an interesting little historical fact, which I actually learned from Ian from Forgotten Weapons, so shout out to him. Apparently, on the first generation of these guns, when they were developing them in the mid-60s, they actually were trying to fit a quick change barrel in this gun.
Interesting,
Even though it wasn't a
okay.
belt fed, they wanted to switch the barrel out quick in case it got hot. This handguard was kind of a carryover from that design because they ended up scrapping that design. The reason
So
why it's so
they-
short and
So they've been advancing this same design in Serbia for like a while then. Jesus.
not like
okay.
a longer length like the M70 is because they had that quick change barrel system and they needed it to be a bit shorter. But then they just said, you know, we made these handguard designs, we might as well just keep them like this. So that's why you got this short, fat, stubby handguard. Moving forward, we have a unique way to tell that it's a Yugo RPK, and that is this ribbing right here, which is really, I think, for heat mostly. It's kind of like a heat sink system built into the barrel.
I'm sorry. It's just the way he said ribbing with the barrel right there. Got to be. God damn it.
Just allows for better heat dissipation. That is my guess.
I
And I'm
have
talking
my mother's sense of humor. God damn it.
about the barrel itself. I mean, this thing is a chungus, dude. It is thick as fuck. I have a Romanian RPK, and the barrel on that is nowhere near as thick as this. It's got the girth you need.
To be
I think,
fair,
for an
what is
RPK.
any
Moving
ranged
forward to the
weapon
front,
but
we got a
advancement
bipod
on
on here,
throwing rocks
which
at people?
folds. Cool thing about the
True,
Yugo
yeah.
versions of the
Good
RPK,
for your pleasure and
it's actually
heat
detachable.
dissipation.
Take off the muzzle device and remove
Yes,
this
that
little
is
pin, and then you
where I
can
was
take it
going
off.
with
You
that.
can't do that on the Romanian or the Soviet RPKs. As I mentioned before, we have a flip-up
Damn
night
you,
sight. Got a little
brain.
dot on it that glows in the dark, and you can flip it up and down. This gun came also with this brake. Not all RPKs come with brakes. Probably not very
Right,
clone
right.
correct as far as the mil spec. Tried to put a suppressor on here actually. Unfortunately, it was not concentric, which you can fix with some files, but I just didn't end up doing it because this thing, it's kind of just meant to be loud and charged. On the other side here, we do
Right.
have a optics rail, but it's the Yugo version of the optics rail, so you have to get a specific mount for this rail. We did mount an optic on here, but I'm telling you, especially when you have this with a bipod, you could just nail steel.
Damn. Look at it go.
It's surprisingly easy to keep on target. We had a little bit of a different situation with the drum. This is a Romanian drum, which I prefer the top-loading Romanian drums. It's not a Yugo drum, but maybe they had something similar. 75 rounds. This thing just pisses. And speaking of pissing, how did this shoot?
Okay.
Well, I've put over 1,000 rounds through this thing. In the lifespan of an AK, especially an RPK like this, is nothing. It has been a sewing machine. This thing rips. And the fit and finish on the Zastava, it's dialed. It's perfect. I found that once it got a little bit dirty, started to choke up a little bit after around 900-ish rounds. I just took some CLP, cleaned up.
Jesus Christ. It started to choke up a little bit. At, 900-ish rounds. Jesus Christ. That is insane. Like, guns even, 150 years ago weren't even going 60 rounds without needing regularly cleaning and maintenance. And yet we have this shit being like, oh yeah, 1,000 rounds, day and a half of firing, no problem. Just cleaned it a little bit and it was good to go again.
The bolt. I
What
didn't even
the
clean the
fuck?
barrel. Put a little bit of lube on there, especially where the FRT trip is and the engagement and the wire. And after I did that, it just kept on pissing. So we really didn't have any issues with
Damn.
reliability. Just
Damn.
had to keep it kind of lubed and good to go with the FRT. So that's some information about the M72B. Definitely check out Ian's video from Forgotten Weapons about this gun. I will leave a link to that in the
Good God, no. That poor solo adventurer that you're putting through the 300 runs. Oh God. Oh, at run 327 he hit level 2. Yay! Oh no! Honestly, they're hitting the wall and you're the goddamn wall at that point. Jesus Christ, magical. Your poor Desagia character. They're going to be suffering for so long. You know what? 1 second. I do have the game. 1 second. I'm going to set this up. And we're going to do an experiment. And we're going to check on this poor bastard every day. Because I'm going to be keeping this game on for that entire time. We're going to make a character. And we're going to put them max, hardest settings. There we go. Confirm. Yes. We're going to make, let's say, a turtle. Yes, we're going to make a turtle. There we go. Give them red eyes, black hair, green skin. There we go. Call them Gep Turtle. There we go. Confirm. Actually, it's hedgehogs he's dying to. He hasn't beaten even one of them. Oh, God. The actual scuffedness of that sentence. Jesus Christ. Alright, Gep Turtle. There we go. Randomize all that. There we go. Finished. Confirm. No, Gep is a crablin. We don't have crabs, unfortunately. So they're gonna have to be a turtle. Maybe once they add a few more races to this game, they can be a crab. Build guild house. There we go. Close. Build storehouse. Good. Close. Grab up all the quests. There we go. Down. Bam. There we go. And world map. And we will now literally just have them enter the dungeon until inventory is full. We'll see how they progress by tomorrow. Let's see if they level up by tomorrow. Oh no! Also, isn't this supposed to be a reaction to videos? It is! I was just setting that up. We're gonna check in on them tomorrow, for like a couple minutes of the next stream, but that's it. We're not gonna see them again for a bit, so yeah.
Description if you want more historical background.
Racer
And I really like
fairies,
the
mice
story of the
people, and
Yugo
dragon
guns,
people.
kind
Hell
of just
yeah.
getting the middle finger from Moscow and then saying "fuck you, hold my beer," and then making their own
Teenage
line
Mutant
of
Ninja
completely
Girl.
new rifles. Basically,
Yes.
take the AKM and kind of improve on it. I think we should show you how this thing shoots, and I kind of want to see if I can do single shots. I think I should be able to do it with this, especially with the lowered cyclic rate. We do have a little buffer in here that just makes the bolt travel a little bit less, which kind of increases the spring pressure, which can help with the FRT. That was also sent by Texas Triggers, so buffer, definitely a good accessory for the FRT, I'd say. All right, what do you say we let her rip with the RPK? Let's go. Well, it's a beautiful day to rip the RPK. Always a beautiful day, but it's actually
It's
really
got a
beautiful
bipod
today. So,
and everything.
let's see.
Holy shit.
Nice, okay.
I wonder if he can full auto that.
Actually,
from
not
that
hard
position.
at all to do single shots.
I wonder if he can full auto that from that
All right,
position.
now let's do 2. Oh yeah,
Yeah, he kind of can. Ah, all right.
just slapping it, slapping the steel, no problem. 2 shots, awesome. Let's do 3.
I am hearing it. I kind of wish we had a video of the actual
We're clear.
things he's hitting.
All right,
No.
no problem. Single shots. Let's just put another mag through it, dude. There's something about the sound of an RPK, just terrifying. But if you're on the other side, all right, let's give her a piss.
Damn! Oh, that's
Oh, yeah,
wild. The bipod being in the ground like that, it didn't move an inch. What the fuck?
Piss.
I don't think it even. I don't even think it slid a little bit. What the fuck? That's wild.
Oh yeah, bud. Holy. She
Jesus.
rips, dude. Oh, I love it. I love it. I mean, this bipod, you just give a little bit of forward pressure on it,
That is
and
actually
it
kind
just
of
stays
disgusting.
right where you need it to
What
be.
the fuck?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Damn.
Wow. That target's about to fall over, bro.
I wish we could see it.
Now, as far as the sensation on your finger, it's not quite as intense as pistol FRTs, and I showed you the intensity of the Canic one. This is not nearly as brutal on your finger. You can feel every reset though, like for sure you can feel it. When you add a suppressor to these AK FRTs, if they're not super overgassed and they actually function, the suppressor, depending on the back pressure, can absolutely rock your finger for sure. Just because it's more back pressure, the bolt cycling can really force your finger forward quite hard. But it's nice with the brake on it on the RPK because you don't quite get that intense knock on your finger, and it definitely helps to have gloves regardless, but very manageable, not even really like something that's distracting. This right here is what the RPK was made for. Love the Romanian ones because they're top loading. It's like a D60, but honestly even easier to load than the D60. Now they're really expensive, but if you can get your hands on one, these things rock. Oh yeah. Oh, did we get him out? Maybe some hammer follow. Let her piss.
Oh yeah, that gun isn't actually full auto, it's the trigger system doing it? Really? FRT.
Depending on how hard
Wait, so this thing doesn't have a full auto. Forced reset trigger. Wait. So what you're saying is the force of the recoil causes the person to pull the trigger again. I forgot a lot of people don't know that. So when the recoil happens, the recoil causes the trigger to fire off again. And then it happens again and again and again and again, unless you purposefully let go of the trigger. Is that how that's working? Because that's fucking weird. Basically? What the fuck? That's such a weird way to create an artificial automatic weapon. What the fuck?
pull the trigger,
That's
if you
so
give it a little
weird.
bit too much on the pull, then sometimes
wild.
the weight of your finger can slow down the bolt, and I think you saw that there a little bit. So
What
definitely
the fuck?
part of the FRT experience on any gun, but the AK
That's
is
so
basically
bizarre.
the
What the
inertia,
hell?
hitting that wire, the bolt, hitting that wire, resetting the trigger every time. So if you do squeeze too hard, you can not really induce a
Very
malfunction, but
interesting,
just
but
slow
like,
the
what
bolt
the
down.
fuck?
But holy moly, she absolutely rips, dude. Love this thing.
FRT forces the trigger back to its forward position immediately after the shot is fired, allowing for very fast follow-up shots.
Conclusions on these Estava
That's so
M70
bizarre,
V
okay.
RPK with Texas Triggers FRT. If there's any use for an
It's
FRT,
also marketed
especially in
as
an AK,
a super
it's in
safety.
this gun right here. RPK was meant for sustained
yeah,
fire.
super safety. Let's call that what it is. A way to make it so that you can full auto by just holding the trigger really tight.
Quick
Damn.
follow-up shots. This as an LMG is awesome, but with the civilian-oriented version with the
That's wild.
FRT, out of all the AKs,
That's
this
wild.
is extremely controllable. Of course, going to the range with your AKM or your Micro
Holy
Draco with the
shit.
FRT is a whole lot of fun, but the use case for a RPK with the FRT, I mean, this is just the perfect application for the FRT, honestly. This thing, with its extremely thick barrel, it can take so much abuse, so much heat. We did mag after mag in the intro, but it kept on running like a sewing machine. We did, after like 800 or 900 rounds, have to put a little bit of lube on that area where the FRT interacts with the bolt, but other than that, absolutely ripped. I feel so confident behind this thing at hitting my target. It's kind of insane. I mean, you saw just now, we were shooting it and shot after shot, even the single shots, like no problem keeping them on steel, but when you can just let it dump, like, and you hear after you let it go, and you just hear the
all I
ringing
can
of
think is, damn, the Serbian engineers figured shit out, and it looks like they decided to make a more comfortable gun than the Russians overall as well. It looks
steel,
like what the
it's
fuck?
so much fun. Obviously 7.62x39, this is the main issue. It has gotten way too expensive. You used to be able to get a gun like this for the whole reason being that it's cheap to shoot, and that is not the case anymore. So that is the only downside to this gun, especially with the FRT. We probably loaded 500 rounds just for today. We shot the other part of the intro.
What do you mean that inflation has affected the bullet economy? That's some bullshit.
a few weeks ago. We put a lot of rounds
Oh,
through it, and it
that's
just
ridiculous.
disappears very fast with the FRT. I don't know why. Let me know what you think of this gun. Would you get an RPK? If so, would you get the Yugo one? Would you get the Romanian one? Would you get a kit build? Let me know what you guys think if you're AK guys. I certainly am, and I love a sick AK like this, especially with the Texas Triggers FRT. So big thank you to Texas Triggers for sending this out to do a little content with. They provided some of the ammo for this video, so big thank you to them. And a big shout out to you for watching the video. Thank you. I will see you on the next one, guys. Peace.
Hey. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I like that a lot. Still though, the way he said that, just randomly in my head, I just out of nowhere thought, what, are the AI companies buying the 7.62 as well? Oh no. Just wow. Just wow. Alright then, let's see here, Pika. We have a couple vids from you as well. What do we got? New fish species found in Venezuela. Hell yeah. Why do they got a dew? Why do they got hair? Read the comments. Oh no. God, he's under the sea too. We're gonna build a reef. Oh god. They're equating this. This is the Trump fish now. Oh no. Unfind it. To everyone comparing the fish to Trump. Y'all are mean. What did the fish ever do to you? Is it invasive? Close enough to Trump. How all the other fish are going to be looking at him. Quite frankly, it's a beautiful fish. I opened the comments lightning fast. So everyone in the comments thought the same thing. Yep. Thanks, I hate it. What Trump doing in Venezuela? Damn, not even the sea can escape him. Great, he's multiplying. Oh my god, what the fuck? The comments are just roasting this poor fish so hard. Not in our oceans too. Oh no. Oh wow, I want one. Ah, fair enough. I was gonna say it looked like Trump. Yep. Oh no, we're gonna build a reef. The biggest reef anyone's ever seen. It'll be even greater than the not-so-great barrier reef. The greatest barrier reef you've ever seen. It's all my idea. No one's ever had the idea to build a barrier reef before. God fucking damn it. Oh, the comments are just roasting this poor fish. Oh no. Oh, that's a good laugh, though. That was a good fucking laugh. Oh my god.
Let's go shopping at Costco.
What's Costco got? God, I hope Trump somehow get... Oh, Jesus. I hope not. If we get a third term of that freakazoid, it's gonna be because somebody is puppeting his corpse around. Weekend at Trump's. That's what that's gonna be. Weekend at Bernie's Part 3, where they're just puppeteering his skeleton. I'm like, Jesus.
Where the fuck's my car? I don't even feel anything. Where the fuck is my car? Costco haul. Costco
Yeah, this is
haul.
accurate to...
Costco.
This is accurate to people's everything when it comes to Costco.
Chicken and pepper jack cheese.
He's dead. He died.
Let's go shopping at Costco.
Well, things went horribly wrong at Costco, clearly.
Oh shit.
He was eating gummies. It's a joke, apparently.
Where the fuck's my car?
Well.
I don't even feel anything. Where the fuck is my car? Costco.
Or a skit. I hope it was a skit. Jesus. Oh my gosh. He does not look like he was having a good time. Or maybe he was having a very good time. I'm not sure which. To be frank, Costco has amazing prices for the hot dogs and pizza. Agreed, yes. Apparently the FBI is planning a big release in the next few days concerning the 2020 election. Oh god, that's gonna be fucking weird, isn't it? It's probably gonna end up being something stupid. Or the usual nothing burger. Or maybe there was some weird shit. I mean, I know for a fact that there's some weird shit in regards to a lot of that crap, so I don't even know anymore. Anyway, let me exit that. Ba-ba-ba. Where's that noise coming from? Fuck. Where is it coming from? Why is that noise coming from? Motherfucker! You! Are rumors that they got Maduro to talk and the machine might have been compromised. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, especially since a lot of them were Elon Musk's machines. So... Also, Maduro, I'm gonna be honest, he's not really gonna be doing much anyway. So, like, that shit's fucking stupid anyway, so. And I'm gonna be honest, anyone's gonna be compromising machines, it's probably not gonna be that guy. So, In all likelihood, whatever they end up talking about is probably going to end up being something extra dumb. Let's see here. What do we got? We watched this one, so this one.
Someone posted a picture of the earliest known
Watching it now.
copy of the Mona Lisa, famous for being too fragile.
1 second. How do I... You know what? I'm just going to do this. There we go. Why is it
Fragile
muted?
to be restored and lacking.
There we
Someone posted a picture of the earliest known copy of the Mona Lisa, famous for being too fragile to be restored and lacking details due to age, and the copy has eyebrows. Your response to a beautiful piece of artwork done by Leonardo da Vinci himself is, she's got eyebrows? Alright, all intelligent life has been lost. Yo, Snooty McSnotwine, the Mona Lisa's vanished eyebrows have been the subject of debate and analysis in the
wow.
art expert community for hundreds of years. Long before your parents squirted water at each other from across the clown car and then honked their bicycle horns to indicate they really wanted to make a smug, insufferable little clown baby together. Someone posted a pic.
Fucking, that's just funny. That's just funny. Accurate, too. Like, the Mona Lisa not having eyebrows has been a thing for a while, but the fact that the quote-unquote copy from way back then has eyebrows indicates, you know, the original had them as well.
There's a lovely old English
What's
myth
this?
that if someone who truly loved and trusted the werewolf called it by name, that it would turn back to
There's a
human.
lovely
Others
old
include
English myth
throwing
that-
their human clothes at it, and it'd turn back, but
fucking
that's a
damn
little
it.
less romantic.
Motherfucker.
Okay, I understand people would take the romancy route here, but imagine the werewolf's mother, or
Yeah! There we go. Christ. Was just trying to click out of that.
if someone who
There we go.
truly loved
Got
and
it.
trusted the werewolf called it by name, that it would turn back to human. Others include throwing their human clothes at it, and it'd turn back, but that's a little less romantic. Okay, I understand people would take the romancy route here, but imagine the werewolf's mother, or grandmother, some wizened old woman with hands toughened from years of labor, just going out into the woods where even the men with axes won't go anymore, and facing down the ravening beast and saying, well, it's time to come home.
That's cute. I like that. 1 second. There we go. Smart Mac was founded in 2000 by Antonio Muglica, Alfredo Jose Anazola, and Roger Panate. Panita? I'm not sure what that one's pronounced as. And gained attention quickly after it was chosen to replace voting machines in Venezuela, ahead of Hugo Chavez's 2004 re-election, when it grew by acquiring the much larger Sequoia voting systems in 2006, though its stake in Sequoia was later bested, and today runs voting systems in many countries around the world. Cermak has a very sketchy history. Those are the same machines we used. If I recall correctly, there was a whole thing about that, and the same used by the Russians. Well, that one I would not put it past, but 1 second. Mainly because the one that was used and accused of cheating was Dominion voting systems. which have nothing to do with Smartmatic. And Dominion Voting Systems won their lawsuits against the people that were trying to declare that they had manipulated the vote and that they were insecure and all this other shit. They're the ones that were the main focus of the 2020 election stuff. So, yeah, that one's a stretch, honestly. If we did use those ones, they are not widespread at all, especially with Dominion Voting Systems being the predominant user in the US just generally.
I know it might not sound like it in most of my videos, but I'm severely
Let me pause that. We can go visit the site proper. There we go.
I know it might not sound like it in most of my videos, but I'm severely antisocial. And the art of the Irish goodbye is so fucking useful. And for those of you that don't understand the Irish goodbye, it's when you're at a social event with a bunch of people, and when you're ready to leave, you just do. Like, that is one thing that my autism won't let me understand. Like, no matter how many times somebody wants to explain it to me, it just sounds so fucking stupid. I want to go home. Why am I spending even more time here talking to a bunch of fucking people when I just want to go home?
I had so many moments like that as a kid. My dad had a ton of functions he would bring us to, and literally the entire vibe every single time we were there was, I don't know who these people are. Who the fuck is this guy? Why am I shaking hands with any of you? Even my own mother was like, why am I here? All that we do here is get somewhat annoyed and have officer wives making fun of me behind my back, you know? Shit's wild.
Home. Me doing this started ever since I was young, and every Sunday my mom would take us to church, and it was a black church, so it lasted all day. We got here at 10 in the morning. We're leaving here at 11 p.m. And you want to spend another 2 hours praying for people as we're walking out the door? I'm on the train already.
Oh, accurate. Shit was wild. When even my own mother would, like, even my own mother was like, oh yeah, no, we don't want to be here. We're being forced to be here because of Dad's job. But other than that, my mom, she, personality-wise, is just like me mentally, but she has more trauma because of other assorted bullshit from her own childhood. But she's just like me mentally and with all that other stuff. And I'm gonna be honest, she was cussing out officer wives constantly. And, you know, Dad's co-workers as well, but they respected her more because of it. My parents literally always stopped to talk to everyone if they even knew their own names. Yeah, my dad did that so much. He would sit there talking to a guy for 2 hours, and we'd be sitting in the car for an hour and 45 minutes. And he would only notice we weren't even there when my mother would call him on the phone. Oh, fucking wild shit.
Log into VR. Where am I?
You're Pomni.
No!
Welcome home.
No, I can't take this headset off. Get me out of the digital circus! Yes!
What the fuck is happening?
My shoes now turn clown shoes. This is not what I choose. Where is the exit? Where is the door? Now I am digital.
Oh god. This is so cursed. What? What even the fuck?
It feels like I'm in bathroom stall. Maybe true. Wait, who are you?
I'm gone. I am gone.
Digital food, not in the mood. I do not even have my favorite shoe. Floor says Freddy. Is King gonna get me?
Nope, I refuse to watch any more of this. Fair. Oh, that is brutal. For you, I guess. Oh my gosh. I don't even know. Like, imagine if that ends up being what Pomni even looks like. That would be so cursed. Oh my gosh. That'd be funny as fuck. But at the same time, that would be unbelievably cursed. Jesus. Honestly, it reminds me of that one episode of Amazing Gumball, I believe. I'm just fucking confused. Fair. It honestly reminds me of that one episode of The Amazing World of Gumball, where this random jackass showed up and was just a normal human and was just converting everybody else into the live action people just generally. Hey, Gep, how are you? Thought I'd say hi. Hello, Fetcher. Hope you're having a wonderful night. And thank you for saying hi. I'm doing pretty well. Thank you for the hydrate. Oh, you mean the final episode? Yeah. That shit was fucking weird. Yeah, it was. Oh my goodness. Wasn't that the last episode? Yeah. Oh my goodness. Fucking weird. It was a weird episode, but at the same time, so many shows do something similar or weird in general. It was definitely them doing a piss take about that. Oh my goodness. Good to hear, and I am. Been working on in your garden, building a wall for it out of stone and concrete. Nice! I was spending most of today working on a gutter. Like a gutter water system that would take it from our front yard, or gutter system into the backyard. So that it could drain without tearing a trench through our yard. But other than that, it's been pretty good. Took me a bit to find the info on Dominions and Smartmatic. Split 3 message them to you through Twitch DMs. Never mind, you have DMs turned on. Yeah. Yeah. Dominion and Smartmatic, they are connected, but in a weird way. But yeah, nice, very nice. Yeah, it worked out, but I'm gonna be honest, it was a pain in the ass. I had so much mud on my shoes that I literally had to scrape it off with a shovel. Absolutely disgusting. Discord invite is not working. Well, yeah, unfortunate. There you go. Let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna skip that one for now because I think that Hey I'm Floating isn't here right now. Is it? Are they here? I don't even know. What is this? Peace sign. Ah shit, it's 10:27. Alright. Well, I'm going to take a moment to check and see if Saruka is available to raid right now. Yes, they are. Alright. Let's take a look at how Gep Turtle is doing real quick. How are they doing? Are they dead yet? Oh, they hit level 2. At Dungeon Dive 42. Hell yeah. Alright then. Look at the beginning of the channel, Gep. Look at the beginning of the channel. What do you mean at the beginning of the channel? Goblin Migration Office. Hello, Bacon. What am I looking at? Beginning of the channel. Reaction channel? Here we go. Good God. Please don't do that. Yeah, there's a lot of these on here that has that. See you on the other side is death. Yep. Maybe not the best idea. Sure, go for it. Weird amount of ones down here that are heavy metals that you can just lick perfectly fine. That's sure fucking weird. I posted inventing. Alright. Alexa, Panaviga. Spy Kids. Yep. Spy Kids is an old show at this point. Everybody that was kids back then, all grown up now. Everybody that was adults back then, even older. A lot of gray going on, unfortunately. But all of them are aging pretty gracefully, honestly. Good for them. Good for them. Machete, he's barely changed. You might as well, you could switch the photos and it would be the same thing. I didn't know Cheech was in it. Yeah, Machete is fucking great. Oh my gosh. Danny Trejo. Mario Laurie, Emilio Smith, Terry Thatcher. Yep. Oh my god, it's fucking great. I love these guys. Ricardo Montalban. No, Cheech from Cheech and Chong. Really? I don't even know what that is. Huh. Okay then. Taylor Momsen. Yep. Christopher McDonald. I forgot that he played the president of the U.S. in the fucking movies. Oh. Bill Paxton. Yep. Steve Buscemi. Oh my god. How does he... Okay, so weirdly enough, Steve Buscemi looks better now. I don't know how that's possible, considering he is physically younger in the first photo. What the hell? They wanted weed. That's literally their personality. Ah, okay. I really wanted to see the ones from Microphone. Pity. Ah, yep. Fair. Selena Gomez. What the fuck? Oh, it's my alarm. Well, there's always next weekend, which is good. We're gonna take a moment to mark everything that we've already seen at the very least. I forgot Elijah Wood was in Spy Kids 3. Like, at all. What the fuck? I completely forgot about that. How do I forget about that? Jesus. Alright, let me mark all the ones that we've watched. Bam. And I'll watch the rest of that next weekend. Wasn't that after Lord of the Rings as well? I know, right? Fucking weird. So he was super famous. Oh, yeah. There's a weird amount of super famous people that played in Spy Kids. Just generally. Seemingly just for the love of the game. He was in it for like 14 seconds as a gag. Yeah. He literally just gets blown up on screen. Basically the moment he shows up. He's like, I'm the one. I'm the chosen. We can do this together, guys. And they all believe in him super hard. And then he just gets wasted instantly. It's hilarious. Alright. Let me get over to Saruka. There we go. Control C. /raid. Control V. Alright. Hope everybody has a wonderful night / day. I will see you again next time if you have the time. Saruka is playing Okami, which I hear is a lot of fun. I haven't been able to play it myself, but I heard it's really good. So I hope you all have a wonderful time with them. I'll see you next time if you have the time. We're playing through Prey, maybe the rest of the way. I'm not sure. We still have more than a few side quests to go. So, hope you all have a wonderful night. Bye-bye! Everybody on YouTube, I hope you all have a wonderful night as well, and I will see you again next time if you have the time. Bye, Gep. Be safe. Bye, Fetcher. I hope you have a wonderful night too, okay? Magical, I hope you have a great night as well. Bye-bye! To you two as well. To you two